Let's do this. Apple is to release The Banker in theaters this March. Now, if you guys have not heard, Apple does have their own streaming service.
I know, right? In
Yeah,
case you guys don't know.
yeah, alongside Walmart streaming service, CVS streaming service, Burger King streaming service, all the others. I think it's called Burger King Plus. You can
Yeah,
catch it.
you got the McDonald's kids menu streaming service.
But Apple does have their own streaming service, and apparently they have a film division. And they had their first feature film that was to be released, but was postponed due to the fact that one of the executive producers of this film had some sexual assault allegations to him. So Apple wanted to remove themselves from the project temporarily, assess the situation before pushing this film for a wide release. So let me start off first with what Variety is reporting to us on this topic. Following an extensive review period, Apple will release one of its first ever original films, The Banker, in theaters this March. Quote, "We created Apple TV Plus as a home for stories that matter and believe The Banker, inspired by the brave actions of Bernard Garrett Sr. and Joe Morris, two African-American businessmen who brought about positive social change, is one of those stories," unquote. A spokesperson for the tech company's content arm in Apple TV Plus has just told Variety this. So, the film was delayed from a planned January release after a family member of one of the men represented in the film came forth with accusations of abuse at the hands of one of the film's executive producers, who is also a family member. So, that's basically all Variety has told us. What the
Very
accusations were specifically, they don't detail.
Yeah, I figured.
But, I think I'm going to give you my thoughts on this topic here. And Lawrence, I want to hear what your thoughts are as well. I think
Sure.
it was wise for Apple to say, hey, you know what? Hold on. Let's just pump the brakes here. Let's find out what the hell we're dealing with, first of all.
Yeah.
And then we'll release it. So I think it's great because, first of all, and you know me, I'm no social justice warrior. So cancel culture,
Yeah.
I absolutely hate. So
Yeah.
this is not that. This is Apple saying, let's take a pause. Let's find out what's
I
going
think they
on.
kind of had to, too. I think they kind of have to in this scenario. What are you going to do? Like,
Well,
not do
it's
homework, a
it's
situation this serious?
yeah, it's the logical thing. I think just take a
Yeah.
pause, take a breath before you make any decision. So that's what Apple did, and to their credit, they did that. They assessed the situation and decided that the actions of this one specific producer does not outweigh the merits of all the people working on the production of this film, and also the story of social empowerment this film has to offer audiences. So, Lawrence,
Right.
your thoughts on this, man?
No, like I said earlier, I mean, I think this is the right thing to do. I mean, it sucks because Apple TV, I think, needs as much time in the spotlight as it can get right now. But I think Apple, like as much as it's delayed, you gotta do your homework. And in a situation this, how do you say, this frail, you got to make sure things are done correctly. So, I think they did the right thing. It sucks that it's delayed because I mean, it looks good. Hopefully, Apple needs it too. Lord knows Apple needs it. They need a hit, like
They need
real
a hit.
bad.
Yeah,
Yeah, like I see some of their stuff, and I'm just like, oh, it's on Apple TV. Oh, never.
Yeah, I think I'll watch Burger King Plus first,
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, they
Jesus.
really need it, but what can you do? I'm sure they don't want to delay this, but they
Yeah.
gotta do your homework. This is a serious stuff. It could turn into a bigger issue. So
Right.
I think they did the right thing.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Yep. Exactly.
All right. Well, hey guys, listen. Before we move into our sponsors, I want to let you know